What's up guys, I'm currently in LA looking for an apartment to live in for when I'm at college during the fall semester, and I'm staying at a hotel right now, so I thought I'd share with you a full body functional workout that I did. This workout you could do if you're training for sports, like I'm training MMA right now, but if you're doing football, basketball, or any sport, or you're just trying to have functional strength, I think this is a good workout for you. The workout that I did today was more upper body focused because my legs are still pretty cooked from a wrestling practice I had 2 days ago, and tomorrow I have a Muay Thai session, so I focus more on the upper body in this full body workout, but I still did a little bit of legs. So to warm up, I did 100 steps backwards on the treadmill turned off. That, like, I was just pushing the treadmill along with my own strength. This I got from Knees Over Toes guy, and also Louis Simmons. And after I did 100 steps backwards, I would turn around and do 100 walking steps forwards again with the treadmill turned off. And yeah, this I got from Louis Simmons, doing the walking steps. I usually do this with a sled, but since I'm at a hotel and they have treadmills, I just did on the treadmill. And I don't think it works as good, but you still feel it in your glutes and hamstrings. And for the backwards one, you feel it more in your quads. Both of these exercises are both really good for your knees. And even though you're still working out the muscle, it's still a good warm-up exercise because most of the injuries happen when you're on the eccentric load of a lift, which is when you're going down, versus this is just constantly the concentric part of the lift. So yeah, it's a great warm-up while also building muscle. And yeah, I superset it, so I do 100 steps of the backward sled and then 70 steps of the forward sled, and I do this for 4 sets. The next exercise is another superset, so I do 4 sets of 10 single arm incline bench press. I do this instead of the double arm incline bench press since it's a hotel gym and they only go up to 50s. Doing it one arm makes it a lot harder. It's honestly more of a core exercise than a chest and tricep exercise because I'm more focused on the stability of keeping my core tight so I don't rock over to the one side. But I still feel it in my chest and tricep, and it's just overall a good movement if you're doing sports. Then after I do both sides, I go right into a standing row for 10 reps. Usually I do this on a bench or while leaning on something, but again, since it only goes up to 50s, I'm making it a little bit harder for myself by making myself have a stability element to it. So yeah, by just putting my forearm on my knee, it makes it a lot harder than if I was using a bench or leaning on something. But yeah, most of the time I do this with my knee on the bench. I do 4 sets of 10 reps each exercise. Then after that, I did 4 sets of 20 alternating V-ups. When I say alternating V-ups, I just mean I do one V-up normally, how you would normally do a V-up, and I do a split leg V-up for the second one. This exercise I got from George St. Pierre's coach, Faraz Zahabi, and yeah, it's really good for the core. Next thing I do is glute bridges on the foam roller. Even though I'm not going too crazy on the legs today, I still want to do some legs. So yeah, doing on the foam roller makes it much harder because it feels like you're doing a hamstring curl and the glute bridge at the same time. I do a single leg glute bridge, not a normal glute bridge. But the first time I did these, my hamstrings were cramping really bad. Again, there's also a stability element to it since it feels like it's about to roll off and you have to control it. For these, I did 3 sets of 10. And if you've never done these before, I highly recommend doing it. Just be careful because there is a big chance that you'll start cramping. And these I got from the Oregon State strength and conditioning coach for the football team. I'll put the link of the video in the description below just so you could check out him explaining the exercise, but highly recommend doing these on your next leg day. Now, since I do martial arts like grappling, like I do jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and also your back is very important for Muay Thai and boxing just for preventing shoulder injuries, I decided to do 3 sets of 10 pull-ups from a neutral grip position. And yeah, pretty much all hotel gyms are gonna have a pull-up bar, so pull-ups are a really good thing to do when you're working out at a hotel gym. But yeah, just 3 sets of 10 neutral grip pull-ups. And I could have done a lot more pull-ups, but again, I'm not trying to go too crazy this workout just since I have Muay Thai training tomorrow. For the second to last exercise, I did 3 sets of 20 triangle push-ups. So for these, I just make a triangle with my hands and do push-ups so my elbows are closer to my body. And this makes it so you're hitting the triceps a lot more than a regular push-up. And again, if you haven't tried these, I highly recommend doing them. Even if you could do a lot of push-ups, you'll probably find that you could do a lot less of these just because you're not able to use your chest as much. And like most of the other exercises, I supersetted this. And since I was doing triceps, I decided to superset it with a bicep exercise, and that's hammer curls. I know I said this is a functional workout, and it is, but I still like to do hammer curls once in a while just because the brachialis, which is what the hammer curl works out, is a muscle that actually prevents your elbow from being injured. At least that's what I was told in the Westside Barbell Bench Press manual. So yeah, once in a while, I'll always go back and do some hammer curls. And the last exercise that I did was just the exercise I always like doing when I come across these shape of dumbbells. It's just where you pick the outside of the dumbbell and just hold it for around 30 seconds, or you pick a weight that you could hold for about 30 30 seconds. And since there was no one else in the gym at the time, I decided to drop them after I was done with them. Of course, if there was other people, I'd have set it down so I didn't disturb them. But yeah, since there was no one else, I just dropped them. And I did this for 3 sets of 30. And this is optional. I know a lot of people who are just training for strength or for looks won't do this. But since I do Muay Thai and, I kick a lot and I want my kicks to be higher, I always stretch for a little bit after every workout, even if it's just for a little bit. So I just did 3 stretches for 1 minute each. So I did toe touches where you just put your feet out straight and try and touch your toes. Then I did the same thing, but I spread my legs out. And for the last stretch, I did butterflies. There's 2 ways to do butterflies. One where you try and push your legs down, and one where you just have your legs relax and you try and put your forehead to the floor. I forgot which one I was doing, but yeah, I just always after every workout I do a tiny bit of stretching. I usually try and do 10 minutes of stretching, but for this time I just did 3 minutes. But that's just a little workout that I did at a hotel. Even when you're traveling or on vacation, you could still get a good workout in at a hotel gym. I hope this helps you formulate your own hotel workout or try some of the exercises that I did in this video. If you do, let me know how it goes in the comments, but thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.